it is time to go racing for this second Gatorade Cup Series race of season number 13. We head to the Michigan International Speedway for the running of the Pure Michigan 400. On the front row, on pole for today's race, Max Anderson in the 43, our season 8 champion, and to his outside second, Daytona 500 champion just last race, Max Rossi in the 81. Then in third place, it's Sebastian Kukulon. Fourth place, we have Jeff Wright, and ranking out the top 5, Riley Cresswell in the 20. Then in sixth place, we have Zachary DeLello. In seventh, it's BB Ruiz. Eighth place for Justin Zeidel, the Michigan native. Then in ninth, it's John Smith. And Jonathan Buford, the 18th Daytona 500 runner-up, rounds up the top 10 starting positions. Back behind them, Samet Ozgen and Luke Rainey in car number 2. Then there's Brett Sierra in the 24, and the 95 of Cody Anderson was upside down to the last lap crash last race. Then we have the 14 of Marshall Burrell and the 34 of Diego Yepes, along with the 10 of Ross McTrain and the 6 of Evan Hunter. Then there's Riley Sampson and Eli Bright in the 88, along with the 1 of Michael Gregory and the 17 of Rowan Fenway. Then there's Griffin Lynn making his final Gatorade Cup Series start here at Michigan, and beside him Logan Williams in the 47. Then there's TJ Hanley in the 21 and the 12 of Levi Shones, along with the 3 of Bronson Minnick and the 77 of Nathan Baird. Then there's Antonin Charlebois and Conrad Evans in the 8, along with Keegan Thompson the 48 and the 66 of Nonigan Scott. Then we have Jake Galway the 11 and the 37 of Caden Lynn, Jay Randall 53, 13 Anthony Hernandez, then Code Luigi and Brandon Beal, Derek Hamill and Riley Spurley-Tube. And rounding out the field in 41st, it's Jay Jefferson, and back in 42nd, it's the 51 car of Colin Teague. So there is our starting lap for racing here in race number 2 of the Gatorade Cup Series Season 13. We are here at Michigan. Let's go on track side for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
"42 engines come to life here at Michigan for battle in Gatorade Cup Series Race 2 of season number 13. Last race ended in showers of sparks as Max Rossi avoided the mayhem up top to win the Daytona 500 over Jonathan Buford, as the field wrecked back behind, cars getting hit every which way, and even Cody Anderson, the 95, going upside down. These drivers looking for a cleaner race, but heading to Michigan, it's very slim chance that this one's going to be clean. This is a wild racetrack, fast speeds, pack racing, 4 wide could be the breaking point, and we'll see who can get it done here in Michigan. Pace car is in. Max Anderson, the season 8 champion, going to lead us to the green flag as he comes down to the start-finish line, the restart zone. He's on the gas, and green flag in the air. It's go time at Michigan. Max Anderson with the lead down the backstretch, side by side for a second. On the inside, Sebastian Kukulon, 54, trying to take it from the 81 of Max Rossi. Here they race off turn 4 for the first time today. Anderson up top from pole, going to try and lead the first lap of the Pure Michigan 400, and it will be the number 43 of Max Anderson leading the first lap here at Michigan. Kukulon second. Look at these fast speeds, already over 205 miles an hour off to the first corner. These speeds can be very, very insane here today at Michigan. Kukulon inside of Anderson down the backstretch, trying to keep it down there. Anderson got a nice run on the top side there and is going to clear himself again. So the 54 Kukulon can't complete the pass on the inside. He had the preferred lane, but just couldn't get done. Anderson got the run off the top of turn number 2. Now Kukulon going to try it again, down to the inside, but Anderson will lead the second lap as well. Kukulon getting a nice push from Cresswell in the 20 and the 00 as well, Baby Ruiz. So we'll see if this time the 54 can try and make it happen. And if he can't, you got to know that Cresswell is going to be wanting to go if that 54 cannot make it work on the bottom this time by. Got the 1 car into the wall of Michael Gregory. But he keeps it out of the pack. We stay green. You got to know Cresswell's getting a little aggravated being behind this 54. Kukulon can't make it work still, and now they're going to get split 3 wide. There goes 81 and Max Rossi to the middle. That's going to help Kukulon clear, but how long can he keep it? Gregory's back in the wall in the 1 car. Michael Gregory not having a good lap right there. He got the wall again. Will drop back on the outside, so he's holding up some cars like Roman Fenway, Logan Williams, and Levi Jones, but they're all getting down to the bottom. Michael Gregory is having a rough go at it here at Michigan so far early in our season. Ford champion, not liking the way his car's handling. He's back into the wall again, so Michael Gregory is not having. That's 3 corners in a row. He's hit the wall. Now 3 wide to the bottom goes BB Ruiz in the 00. He wants to lead away as they're gonna be 4 wide. Kukulan's way up the track in the 54, kept it out of the wall, but my goodness, it's getting close here at Michigan. Luke Rainey forced it to the inside, Jeff Bright. They're gonna shoot middle. The 43 did. Kukulan now up top, 3 wide again, and into the wall. Ruiz leads, but look at the 54, how high he is. He's definitely gonna get into the wall and corner exit. How bad does he get it? Does he come down to traffic? He gets it pretty hard, but doesn't come back down the racetrack, so they're gonna keep it clean and green so far. For the lead, Jeff Bright the 9, looking on BB Ruiz. Here comes Jeff Bright's teammate, the Echo Racing League Chevrolet, Brett Sierra, moving up behind teammate Jeff. He's going to push Bright to the inside. That was very closely that lap. I believe Ruiz got it in the 00. What those cars getting to the wall has done is actually split the field just a little bit, as now the pack more spread out than what we're normally used to seeing here, and it's going to create 3 wide a less likely scenario now. Sierra looking to the inside down the backstretch. Marshall Burrow with him. Cody Anderson upside down in the last crash in the Daytona 500, but now up inside the top 5 in the 95, moving for 4th and right now 3rd on the inside lane. Sierra moves up. Burrow moves low. Cody Anderson with Burrow, but Brett leads that lap right there. He's won here before at Michigan, but that was back in the Target Series. In fact, that's the only ever win he's gotten in any of the series he's raced in. So he's looking for another one here at Michigan, but this time in the biggest league of them all, the Gatorade Cup Series. Cody Anderson trying to make the inside work on Burrow as Michael Gregory's losing the draft. So that one car, obviously the handling has gone away, and with him getting to the wall numerous times, it's only hurting him. Eli Bright, 3 wide to the bottom, the Exalted number 88 for Hendrick Motorsports. We've seen 300 cars out in front now. The 9, the 24, now the 88 of Eli Bright will lead this lap. And they look like they're trying to get 4 wide as Marshall Burrow's up top. The 200 cars get down to his inside. Burrow's in the wall pretty hard entering turn 1. Well, this could be a big disaster. He got into the wall pretty hard there. Losing some momentum, trying to scrub off some speed to make sure he doesn't get into the wall. He gets into it, almost came down the track. That was very, very close, and a great job by Samet Oskin, kind of slowing down right there to make sure he did not run over the 14 and cause a crash. A lot of cars are getting damaged with how wide they're going in these corners, getting to the wall, and it's definitely spreading this field out. And some drivers are going to be, out of the running. At the front of the field, Anthony has the 13, takes the lead away. Brando to the middle, and down to the bottom goes the 10 car. That is Ross McTrain racing up to turn 1, 3 wide on the bottom. Here comes the 4th Hendrick car. Keegan Thompson, the 48, moving to the front. Looking low. Logan Williams with him into the wall for the 13. Very close there. Almost came down to Nathan Baird, but we keep it straight. We keep it clean and green. Keegan Thompson out in front now at Michigan. Can he become the 4th Hendrick driver to lead a lap here today in this race? He moves up. Williams moves low. But at the stripe, Keegan Thompson is going to do it. He leads a lap. So all 400 cars have fled a lap here in Michigan. Baird getting a little wide in the 77, going off to turn 1. Looks like they tried to give him around the inside, did a pretty good job at it. As he only scraped the wall right there. It's fine if you just get into it with a little temper right there, but if you pound the wall, that's where issues start to arise. Brandon Beal to the inside of the 62. He'll try and take it away through 3 and 4. And now Beal out in front at Michigan. Ruiz back up to 2nd. And here comes the 4 of John Smith. And our pole sitter, Max Anderson, coming back to the front, along with Daytona 500 pole sitter and runner-up, Jonathan Buford, the 18. 1/3 of the way done with the Pure Michigan 400. It hasn't been clean, but it's been caution-free so far here today. Many cars getting into the outside wall off turn 2 and off turn 4 has scattered the field. However, still intense racing left to be determined here at Michigan to see who will win the 2nd race of the Gatorade Cup Series season. Max Anderson, the pole sitter, wants the lead from John Smith. He'll move down to the inside, has up from Jonathan Buford back behind him. Here comes the 53 car of Jay Rando. Rando giving the boost to Buford off to turn 1. Right behind them, the 41 car of Justin Zedell, the Michigan native in this race, looking to win in front of his hometown crowd. Up inside the top 5 in that 41 car. Marshall the 14 also losing the draft along with, I believe that's the 54 of Kukulon. So those cars that got the wall, it has definitely affected their pace with how slow they are going. They have lost the draft, and there are now 3 cars that are basically out of the running for this race victory. Buford inside of Polster and Max Aronson with the drafting help. He'll take lead away with 18 laps of racing to go in the Pure Michigan 400. Brandon Beal, the 62, into the outside wall. And Jay Rando looking for the lead in the 53. Rando was kind of center of controversy. He wasn't the one in the controversy, but he was the one that got into the lap car of Nagin Scott in the last lap of the Daytona 500, which caused that massive accident. Rando looking to try and put that behind him and win here today. And the guy who led the most laps in the Daytona 500, Code Luigi, got by lap traffic pretty well throughout that entire race, but wasn't up in the front when it mattered the most in the last 5 laps. Now he's up in the front in Michigan, going 210 down the front stretch off to turn 1. These speeds not going down any, as Luigi now steps out Fenway for the race lead. And right behind Code is our 500 winner, Max Rossi. Jeff Wright, the 9, is with them, but now get put middle of 3 by Logan Williams in the 47. Rossi looking 3 wide on Code. The 42 hanging tough for now. He'll move up, and Rossi with an abrupt move down to the bottom to try and block Logan Williams. And I believe Code may have led the lap on the outside by about a nose or so. Pack getting racy again as they go off to turn 1 as cars start to come back together. Williams to the inside, McTrain with them. DeLello and Anderson back down the inside lane. That's Cody Anderson. More into the wall. They're keeping it straight. Halfway this time behind the Pure Michigan 400. Caution free so far, but 3 cars out of the draft after getting into the walls in turns 2 and turn 4. McTrain to the inside of the 47. Logan Williams. But I think McTrain led the lap on the outside by a nose. The 10 car. Leading the midway point of this race. Down to the bottom goes DeLello. Cody Anderson with them, Anthony Hernandez as well, and Cody will be back down the inside. Fenway, Minnick coming to the front in the 3 car. 37, haven't talked about Caden Lind at all here today, but he's in it. On the 6 car, Evan Hunter starting to come forward. 3 wide for a second goes Hernandez. There are some drivers that we've not really talked about today. We only talked about Matt Oskin with having to slow down because the car got into the wall in front of him. Levi Schoen starting to come to the front. Right behind him, Griffin Lynn. His final ever Gatorade Cup Series Michigan start. Luke Rain, the 2 kind of hung around mid-pack all race long, but down the inside has a shot at it. Into the wall for McTrain. Did a great job controlling it right there. But it slows the outside. Look at the run for the inside lanes. They get around this 10 car. Back up to the front, DeLello leads, but Kolovic is back down to the inside of the 42 car. He wants to lead back with 13 laps to go this time by in Michigan. Now they go 3 wide. DeLello on the outside, getting the boost from Anthony Hernandez. Leads the lap and might clear into turn 1. But Fenway's other plan is to try and get down to the inside. He wants to lead into turns 1 and 2. 12 laps remain at the start-finish line. Fenway out in front, but now Minnick looks down to the bottom. Heads up from Caden Lynn in the 37 car. Bronson Minnick. 3 wide to the point in Michigan. Hunter down in line in front of Matt Oskin. Moving on Kolovic and Anthony Hernandez. DeLello and Fenway as well. Bronson Minnick will lead with 12 laps to go. Caden Lynn down to the inside of the 37. They're now 3 by 3 inside the top 10 into the wall for DeLello. Well, that might be the... This could be the breaking point right here. They're 4 wide, and it's very, very close. DeLello, there it is, into the wall, and around he goes to the inside, collecting Ross McTrain. DeLello spins to the apron. Everyone else tries to slam on brakes and avoid it. Looks like they all do, but yellow is out with just over 10 laps to go. Our first caution here at Michigan. Hunter trying to lead us back around, and he will. Evan Hunter with the race lead, 11 to go. And this restart will come with under 10 laps remaining in the Pure Michigan 400. It is going to get intense right now. DeLello into the outside wall and spun down the backstretch. He also collects Ross McTrain in the 10 car. It was getting all shovey all around, and that was the breaking point right there. First caution of the race. Let's see what happened. Zachary DeLello, the 52, got into the outside wall, entering turn number 1, sent him wide, and their forward, it's just oh so close at this point. The other forwards, they were kind of spread out, and they were able to control it. DeLello was just, once he bounced off the wall, right into the 13 Fernandez, puts the 13 up into the outside wall, then down into Ross McTrain, the 10 spins around. Is that Jay Jefferson and Riley Spurlitube? They both may have missed that crash. That was oh so close for both of them. For DeLello, luckily for him, he's able to just hold the brakes and keep it out of the wall, but lots of damage to the 52 car. He's going to be able to continue on. However, it's going to be at the back of the pack with like the one in them. He's probably going to get 42nd unless some other damaged cars or cars fall out of the race. And poor Ross McTrain just had the 52 come right across his nose. He had nothing to do in that scenario except hit the 52 car. No time to check up whatsoever for Ross McTrain. But let's see Jay Jefferson and Riley Spurlitube and if they were able to miss this crash. Let's watch it. 19 and 22. Jefferson through, Spurlitube on brakes and through. Wow, that was so good by both of those drivers right there. Able to both miss it, keeping their cars going, and who knows, they might have a shot to win this race with how they got through there. We were going to catch Michael Gregory as well, so that yellow might be a save for these drivers, as Evan Hunter in the 6 leads at Michigan. We'll restart with under 10 to go, so it's crunch time when we get back green. Hunter Oskin will be the top 2. Coming back green this time in Michigan, we'll take the green with 7 laps of racing to go. So basically it's the point of no return. We're probably not going to get yellow in between this and 5 to go, so this is probably going to be the final restart of the race, and with this late yellow, we're not going to catch any lap traffic unless DeLello is severely off the pace. Every car still left running. The back 3, back 5, I would say, are the ones with the major damage. The 10, the 52 have after the crash, and the 114, 54 have bounced off the wall at some point during this race. So we'll take a look at the running order, scrolling through. See where everyone is running right here. So out front, the 6 of Evan Hunter looking to win it in Michigan. Samet Oskin in 2nd, Season 9 champion. Levi Schoens in 3rd. He hasn't won a race since Season 9. Looking to try and get one here today in Michigan. Bronson Mick in 4th, and Griffin Lynn looking for a win in his final season, right now in 5th. They have Max Ross looking to go back-to-back to start the season. He's right now 6th. Caden Lynn in 7th. Then Roman Fenway, Cole Luigi, and Logan Williams are the front 10. Don't count out Luke Rainey, Brett Sierra, Jay Randall, Keegan Thompson, and Max Anderson are pulsar. They're the top 15. How about Jefferson, who narrowly missed that crash? He's 17th. Riley Spurlitube also narrowly missed the crash, but he's back in 28th. But still has a shot at 7 laps to go. It may not seem like it's possible for him back there, but it is doable. So here we come to the green flag. Hunter on the gas now. And we're back going, and the PR Michigan 400, 7 laps remain. Schoen's going to take it to the inside of Samet Oskin already. Good restart for the 12. Bronson Minnick will go high with the 15. Levi Schoens already pressuring Evan Hunter down to the inside. He'll go. Schoens is already inside of Evan. Down the back stretch of the race. 2x2 inside the top 10. Maybe some 3-1 as Luke Rennie peeks out. Now, Caden Lynn going 3 wide on Griffin Lynn. Luke Rennie 3 wide on Cole Luigi. And Levi Schoens clears it. 6 laps remain this time by. Caden Lynn trying to get by Griffin Lynn. Griffin still hanging tough in the middle. But Caden has the preferred lane in turn 1. Fenway and Luke Rennie also down to the bottom. Caden Lynn for the lead in Michigan. He'll get it off turn 2. Hunter to the wall. Some others scrape it. Still door to door. Here comes Randall 3 wide on Luke. Back around to 5 to go. The point of no return this time by. A yellow flag would end it. 5 laps to go in Michigan. Roman Fenway is beneath the 37 to turn 1. Other cars on the inside starting to move forward, but is it too soon for these drivers? Or will they get a yellow to make it work for them? Randall's beneath the 17 now. There's no riding now. It's all go. I'll take. No give. Keegan Thompson trying to get up there. Cole Luigi with them. Then Jefferson and Jeff Bright. And our pulsator Max Anderson. Derek Hamill in the 32. First time we talked about him all race. He's on the inside with a shot with 4 to go. Can they make it 4 laps? Luigi's inside of Thompson. Into the wall, Oskin. But they keep it straight. This time by 3 to go. Code Luigi out in front. But it's going to be hard to hold them off. And at this point, when you get shuffled high, it's hard to find a way back down in line. You would need the inside to really fall apart. 3 laps to go. Jay Jefferson for the lead here at Michigan. Jeff Bright is his pusher. And then pole starter Max Anderson, Derek Hamill, Michigan native Zidell, and the guy missed the crash, Riley Spurley. It's far from over in Michigan. Aronson got the wall. Cody Aronson that was, but he keeps it straight, and now they're 3 wide for the lead. Goes Max Anderson. 2 laps at the line. Some guys in good positions. You have to think Riley Spurgeon, Nathan Baird, Jonathan Buford. Spurgeon going to force Zidell up. 2 to go in Michigan. Derek Hamill is inside for the lead in turn 1. Can they make it back around to the white flag? And if they do, it's going to be one hell of a fight from there. Oh, they're going to wreck. Around they go. Sierra and others down to the inside. This is for the win of the race. Riley Spurgeon's inside. Here comes Nathan Baird looking low. Spurgeon is out in front of the 22. Nathan Baird's going to jump down to the inside. Back around to the caution flag. Who leads them back around and wins? Riley Spurgeon does it on the outside in the 22. Riley Spurgeon will win at Michigan in the 22 car. Back-to-back wins at this racetrack for Penske. They won it last season with Ronan Curtis in the 77. They win it this season with the 22 of Riley Spurgeon. Sierra and Smith were involved along with Griffin Lynn in this last crash. Oh, they're going around at the front. Who was that? Jay Jefferson and Riley Cresswell have spun. They've gotten the 3 of Bronson Minnick, and now they're stacking up on the last lap. Can they all finish the race? They do. They'll get their spots back. 6th place Derek Hamill has to go by this 00 right here. He got back in front. He has to go. He's stacking that up, but Riley Spurgeon, he timed it right. It wouldn't have been timed right if that yellow did not come out. However, the yellow comes out, and it changes the ending of this race. It was going to be a last lap fight for sure between Baird, Buford, hell, even Max Rossi, who has shot in the 81 to go back-to-back to start the season. But as they come off the 4th corner, Riley Spurgeon is going to win it in Michigan. Down to the checkered flag. Riley Spurgeon wins the Pure Michigan 400 here at the Michigan International Speedway. A 2nd straight for Penske at this racetrack. Before we go see the finish results, let's go see what happened in this crash. Griffin and others go around. Levi Schoen's got wide and out of the groove off of turn number 2, and right here he's going to impact the outside wall. Come down to the 36 of Griffin Lynn with nowhere to go. Gets Brett Sierra and John Smith. Lynn spinning to the inside, luckily able to scrub off speed, but still going to be a pretty hard hit on the back end of that car right there. He hits it, spins it back around. Caution is out. Race is over for a 3-4 car crash. It's going to end with Riley Spurgeon in Michigan victory lane as he reigns supreme in the 22. Just hard racing at the end and caused yellow to end it early. Riley Spurgeon comes back around and gets by Derek Hamill and beats Nathan Baird back to the stripe to win. Let's go see the finish results and the update point standings. Here's how they finished in the Pure Michigan 400 at the Michigan International Speedway. 2 caution flags today for 5 laps and 21 lead changes. 19 different drivers saw the lead here in this race. And the one out front at the right time, Riley Spurgeon, start back in the 20th row in 39th, but he still wins the race, leading the final 2 laps. Nathan Baird also close to victory in just his 2nd Gatorade Cup Series start. He'll settle for 2nd here today. Jonathan Buford back-to-back top 3 to start the season. A 2nd at Daytona, a 3rd here. However, good news for him, he's in the points lead early on. Max Rossi, a win at Daytona, a 4th here. Pretty good start to the season for Max. He's 4th place. And Max Anderson runs at the top 5 from pole, leading 3 laps here today. They may show 6th on down, finishing a lap down. However, they're only shown as a lap down because they were not able to sort out their issues and they had to go back to the previous scoring loop of the 1 to go scoring loop when they raced back to the yellow flag, so that's why they're a lap down. They didn't finish a lap down, however, they weren't able to sort out, so we couldn't use the scoring loop at the end of the race. Derek Kimmel gets 6th, Bibby Ruiz, Justin Zidell, Keegan Thompson, and Luke Rainey complete the top 10 finishers. Jeff Bright had a very solid day. He ends up in 11th. He was at the front. Jay Jefferson led late from the last row, gets 13th. You look down, Coluigi led, 17th for him. Roman Fenway was up there a lot of the race. He finishes 18th. Bronson Mick, even though he had some damage in that last that yellow flag incident there on the last lap, he ends up in 20th. We look down, Evan Hunter led the most laps of 5, but gets 21st. Levi Schoen's into the wall to cause the final yellow, 23rd. And then cars down here from 35th on down really had the most damage. It was Sebastian Kukulon, Marshall Burrow, DeLello, Gregory, Sierra, Smith, and then Griffin Lynn and Ross McTrain. Let's now go see the point standings after Michigan. Here are how the points look after race number 2 at Michigan. Jonathan Buford, Max Rossi, top 5 start the season. They are 1-2 in points. The only reason they're not tied is because Jonathan Buford led in Michigan. Max Rossi did not. Those 5 bonus points get Buford on top over Rossi. Riley Spurgeon jumps up to 3rd, his 2nd straight top 10 of the season. So the top 3 in points, the only drivers to finish top 10 in all the races so far this season, 2 of which won races this season. Nathan Baird has had a good start. He ends up in 4th, and Cole Luigi 5th in points. They have Derek Kimmel, Riley Cresswell, Jay Randall, Max Anderson, and Colin Teague completing the front 10 in the point standings. The 2 wildcard spots would go right now to Yepes in 11th, Jeff Bright in 12th. However, that will definitely change as we've only had 2 winners this season, and a lot of drivers are going to be able to get wins here this season and potentially get wildcard spots based on how many victories they have as opposed to points. Drivers down here looking to try and rebound after some bad races, but still lots of time left. That is for certain. And these were 2 of the craziest racetracks we'll go to this season. They were the first 2 on the schedule, so it was very easy for people to have bad days at both of them and maybe even, fall down like Marshall Burrow, Michael Gregory in points. However, there is still time in this season. Only 2 of 32 events complete. And the next racetrack, it's a little less crazy as we're going to go out to the west at Denver for the Southwest 400. I will see you guys then.